Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to be turning this giant wall into a gallery wall. This is something that I've wanted to do for a really long time, and I have a lot of different artwork and pictures that I've wanted to put on the wall. Well, not a lot. There's just a few. A lot of it is artwork that I've made myself, but a few things are things that people have given me, and there's one little art piece that I bought at a craft fair this year. But I'm excited to try to put everything together and hopefully turn this wall into a cool background that I can use in some of my other videos and that you'll see pretty often. So I'm going to start out by making a layout on the floor of how I kind of want everything to go on the wall. I think that'll be a little bit easier than holding everything up and making sure the colors all go together. And then I'm going to trace out each art piece onto a piece of paper, and I'm going to use that method to figure out where things actually get placed on the wall and where to nail things in. I've seen other people use that method before, and it seems like it would be much easier, especially since I'm doing this by myself. Yeah, that was a lot of explaining. Now I can just show you how it's all gonna go down. Take one long last look. This is the last time this wall is going to be bare. I'm excited to turn it into something a little bit more interesting. Starting out on the floor, trying to figure out the layout I want to use on the wall, I chose artwork that varied in size and shape to add more dimension to the wall. To keep things cohesive, I used pieces that had similar colors, so I had a couple of black and white pieces, but everything else is pulled together by the color blue. I tried a few different layouts, adding and removing things until I had what I liked. Once I had what I liked, I snapped a quick photo with my phone so I could reference it later and moved on to the next step. To make the stencil, I got this roll of brown paper. If you didn't have this paper, you could also probably use old newspapers or really any other scrap paper you have on hand. I think the roll makes it a little bit easier if you have bigger pieces, just to be able to trace them out. Make sure you label the pieces before you cut them, because I promise you they will all look the same once they're all cut out. I was starting to work on the backs, which I'll talk about in a second, and I realized that this frame, which is really, really pretty, actually doesn't have anything on the back of it to be able to hang it up. So I do think I'd eventually want to be able to hang this on the wall, but for now, since I can't, I think I'm going to replace it with this other piece of artwork that I found. The colors are obviously a little bit different. Like, this one has a lot more pink in it, and this is very blue. This one's also a little bit bigger, so hopefully it'll still work with the composition that I made on the floor, because I'm not about to go and redo all of that. But worst case scenario, if it looks a little funky, I can always figure out how to mount this on the wall and switch it out. Kind of annoying, but I'll live. Since some of the art pieces have frames and some of them don't, each piece really is different. The other thing I'm going to do is, with each artwork, put the paper on the back, line it up, and then poke a hole where the nail would go. And I'm just going to draw the hole because I can't really poke it right now, but you can see there's a little hole there, and that's where the nail should go. Now we are finally getting to the fun part of hanging everything on the wall. So we're almost there. Putting all the paper on the wall. I'm definitely glad I went with the paper method, just because I did have to move everything around a bunch. A lot of my mistakes could have been avoided if I just spaced stuff out further in the beginning. It's okay. I think I got it figured out, but I'm feeling very nervous to put nails on the wall. So I think I'm gonna wait until my husband gets home from work and ask him what he thinks.
Across the bottom that way?
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay. Alrighty, this project is finally done. It may not have seemed that long to you guys, but it took me a full 2 days. So I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's obviously not perfect, but I think it still looks good. And I think there's also space for me to add more artwork as I make more. So stay tuned, maybe you'll see a few more pieces up on the wall. Comment down below what your favorite piece of artwork that I hung up was, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!